everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare, sometimes self-care, and today we're talking August favorites. This is the video where I get to share with you all the skincare and beauty products that made a big impression on me this month. So if you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's jump in. First up, let's talk about the Kaine Kombu Balancing Ampoule Toner. Now, I want to let you know, you probably caught this. I did do some sponsored content with the brand and this product this month, but this video, this segment, this is not sponsored at all. I'm under no obligation to the brand. However, I really like this product. So it's really hydrating, and that's the first thing that I want from my toner, because if my toner can't really deeply replenish and hydrate my thirsty skin, I'm not gonna mess around with it for any other benefits. And this, I'm so happy to tell you, absolutely does replenish the skin. It feels so good, so refreshing. And you know, I have to say, I am looking for that hydration that dives deep into my skin, and I feel like this dives deep. There's quite a few different humectants in here. They are using 8 types of hyaluronic acid, and you know, that might make you think the texture is going to be quite thick and almost gel-like, because hyaluronic acid can kind of take on a thicker, almost a moisturizing kind of feel, honestly. Instead of that watery, light, hydrating feel, it kind of has a moisturization element. However, the hyaluronic acid in here is very, very light. It definitely has a touch of body, but it is runny, it's watery, it sinks into the skin really, really nicely. It's not sticky, it's not thick, and it's layerable. I use 2 to 3 layers of this, and my skin is very happy. It's very plump, hydrated, but it's not sticky or thick, and it doesn't affect any other products that I want to use on top of it. So hydration, check. Texture, check. Let's explore that ampoule part of the name, right? That concentrated benefit part of the name. It's the kombucha, the kombucha, the kombu. I think this like abbreviated word is like kind of hard for me to say. I just want to say it's the kombucha toner. The kombu is kombucha, which is fermented tea, and tea, like before you even ferment the tea itself is just so good for the skin, right? It is anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, it is an antioxidant. It has so many great benefits for the skin, and whenever I use tea-centric products, it always just makes my complexion look healthy. Not in a way that like is brightening hyperpigmentation necessarily, but it always just makes my skin look well rested. It makes me look like I've been drinking a ton of water, eating all my fruits and vegetables. I do tend to have a lot of natural redness around my nose and underneath my eyes, and that can be a lot more obvious when I'm not doing the things I just said, not resting, not eating well, right? If I'm stressed out, that will absolutely be more prominent on my face, and that can make my skin just look unhealthy because I'm not healthy, right? But green tea has always given that healthy flush to my skin, that lit from within kind of glow. I love that. This product absolutely delivers that. It has 60%, I believe it is, of kombucha in it. And kombucha is fermented tea. So not only am I getting all those great benefits from tea, the fermentation process also really, like I say, it unlocks a lot of nutrition, right, for the skin. It unlocks a lot more vitamins, amino acids, minerals for the skin that really contribute to the skin microbiome, that contribute to skin health overall, and I think kind of like amp up the benefits of that, like that healthy glow to the complexion, because fermented ingredients just work a little bit faster for the skin, a little bit bigger for the skin. And that's how I feel about this toner. It kind of gives me, you know, ampoule is definitely trying to communicate that it is a concentrated amount of an ingredient, and it absolutely is concentrated, but it's almost giving me essence-like benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always want essences to improve my complexion, to improve the health of my skin, to add some hydration, to work alongside of my toner, and that's what I feel like this does. This is an essence and a toner all in one. If you really wanted to skip out on like your ampoule and serum step, maybe you possibly could too. I mean, if you're really into skip care or minimal skincare, you do want to look for those products that really bring in all those benefits. I'm not really into super duper minimal skincare, but I am into easy and effective skincare. And so if that means I can get more benefits in one bottle, I'm a happy camper. And like I said, it checks the hydration, it checks the texture and the ingredients and the benefits also check out. So I've really been enjoying this. And what do you think I'm about to say next? My only criticism? I need a bigger bottle. Now, speaking of double the benefits, the Torriden Solid in Ceramide Essence. Yeah, you knew I was going to talk about this month because I can't stop talking about it on my channel this month. It's been featured in quite a few videos. You know, I am really obsessed with this. And this is another product where I feel like I can skip out on steps if I want to. I'm getting a lot of bang in one bottle, and that actually makes my skincare a lot more stress-free. And that's really been the goal of this summer for me. You know, I really wanted to make my summer carefree, stress-free, easy, relaxing, not overwhelming. And that definitely means work, you know, for sure, trying to find areas where I can save time, where I can be less stressed out, where I can maybe take some more breaks, take some more days off, right? But it also means like in my skincare too, it's like, how can I just make things easy for myself? How can I not overwhelm me with like all these different choices and different products? Like I've definitely been just trying to like be easy breezy. And this is one of those products that makes easy breezy possible because it has all of those essential ingredients with really great benefits that I don't feel like I'm missing out by not using other products. So this is a ceramide based product. We do have ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids in here. And then they also have a heavy focus on panthenol, which I love because not only is it barrier supportive, it's also really hydrating for the skin too. And this is an essence that also has serum-like benefits. This is something that can hydrate your skin, moisturize, balance it, but also strengthen your moisture barrier, make your skin really healthy. You don't really need a lot of products to achieve that. You just need the right ingredients and the right texture. This really fulfills that for me. So the texture is a hydrating gel-like texture. This is not like your traditional watery essence type texture. It has a heftiness to it, a thickness to it, but it actually feels so refreshing on the skin, which it's been so hot. I want my gel, cooling, plumping, hydrating skincare. This has that quality to it. As you spread it across your skin, you're going to get a burst of hydration. The panthenol works really hard here to really hydrate and go at a deeper level to hydrate and plump your skin up. I love juicy, plump skin all year round, but in the summertime, that is the quality I'm seeking out for in my skincare routine the most. I think it's because I can't layer on as many moisturizing products, so I really want to get that plumpness and that softness and that skin condition feel from lighter types of products. And while this offers that deep amount of hydration, as it settles and absorbs in the skin, you just get this kiss of moisture right at the top. It's not oily or greasy. It's not really rich. It's just that little bit of balance for combination skin. It feels amazing. Like nothing can come close to that like hydration and light moisture balance for combination skin. Like it's just the very best. Not only do I like this for me personally, this is definitely something I like to recommend because I can see it working for many different skin types. I can see oily folks enjoying this as like a toner, essence, and serum all in one. I can see, of course, combination skin enjoying it, but also those who have dry skin who like to layer more moisture into their routine. This is one of those products that you can get in at the beginning of your routine to add in those lipids and add in some moisture, but it's not gonna like interfere with like the thicker oils and creams that you might want to use further in your routine. It really plays well with other skincare. So it has a lot of flexibility, an amazing ingredients list, a lovely texture. You know, this is really why I've been talking about it so much this month. I fell in love with it pretty quickly. And it's definitely something I think more people should know about because it is a fantastic toner, essence, serum hybrid. It's awesome. Next, let's talk about Versed Backup Plan Acne Control Body Mist. So this is a body care product that contains 2% of salicylic acid to address congestion, texture, and breakouts on the body. One of the key things for me is ease of use when it comes to body care. It needs to be easy. It needs to be stress-free. I don't want to be spending a ton of time. I do spend time on my face. It's like, it's, self-care for me. It is meditative for me. It's something, it's ritualistic. But when it comes to body care, I just want to be done. So I love these body sprays because, like I said, I really like to target the congestion and the breakouts that I get on my back and on my chest, and the sprays make that so much easier. I remember so many times using like exfoliating toners and like dumping it into my hands and then just like trying to slap it onto my back somehow and like doing like, you know what I mean, the whole awkward, and it's not fun. It's not easy. And so I've been loving the sprays because you can just get right back there. There has been so many innovations in packaging now with these pumps that allow you to spray upside down, which is awesome. Now at the beginning-ish of the year, I was talking about the Parnell body spray, which I love. I just emptied it. So I was going to get it again, and then Verse, the brand, actually gifted me this product, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. And I've been using it now for about 5 weeks or so, and I'm really, really happy with it because it is absolutely working and it's easy, and that's what's important to me. So instead of being a traditional pump kind of spray bottle that can be used upside down like the Parnell was, this is slightly different. It's an airless pump. So when you hold down the pump, you don't have to keep pumping it. You can just hold it down and keep spraying, and the like little shelf inside lifts up the product towards the pump. And the 2% of salicylic acid is so good for diving into the pores and helping to clean them out and to keep them clean over time. My issue is lots of dead skin cells. I'm dry, but I do get some oil back there. And then when I sweat, it all gets mixed together. It gets stuck inside of the pores. And sometimes that sweat will bring in some bacteria, and then we get the big, you know, like the inflamed breakouts. And so really my strategy is to just kind of always be shedding those dead skin cells, because the less dead skin cells that I have on my back and on my chest, the less chance for that sweat and bacteria to mix together and create that inflamed pimple. And so I've just been using this regularly. Every time I get out of the shower, I towel off, I spray my back, I spray my chest, a little bit tops of the arms, just let it dry, and then I can go right in for body moisturizer or maybe a body serum, right? Super duper easy. One thing I want to say though about this product that I don't love, and you know, I said this a couple of videos ago when I talk about faves for the month. It's about products that made a big impression on me or made my life easier, but it doesn't always mean they're perfect products. On the front of the label of this mist, it says that it contains tea tree oil, like essential oil. Now, tea tree oil, it's antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory. It is one of the few essential oils out there that has some topical benefits for skin. Most essential oils are really just present for perfuming purposes, but there are some benefits, and some people have had success using it for acne, right? Definitely not one of the top anti-acne ingredients, but some benefits. Okay, so I was like, well, I'm not going to use this because it has essential oils in it, right? Well, when I turn the bottle around and I look at the ingredients, it doesn't have tea tree oil in it. It has tea tree extract in it. I'm like, what? Okay, The extract, because it's so diluted, a lot of the benefits that tea tree oil has are not super duper present in the extract. It's not as helpful for acne. So that's why I said I hate being like, it's shady, it's deceptive, because I'm just like, all brands engage in this at some point. It's just whether, you know, it gets pointed out or not, right? It's just marketing. But I do find it a little bit misleading because like I said, this was gifted to me. Had I seen this on the shelves at Target, I would not have bought it because I would have seen tea tree oil and I wouldn't have looked further. And that may be the opposite for some people. They say tea tree oil and they go, oh, that works for acne, and they buy it, and then it's not really the tea tree oil that's doing the work, it's the salicylic acid. You know what I'm saying, right? So I just wanted to point that out for those who maybe would like to use a product like this but have similar concerns about essential oils. They're not actually present in the body spray, but it's been making my body care life easier. It's been giving me really great benefits, and so I cannot fault it for that. So I have been absolutely obsessed with the Manicurist Green Flash Nail Polish. OMG. This has been, like, talking about stuff that made a big impression on me this month. This has been awesome because I can get my nails done a whole heck of a lot faster than traditional nail polish, and I've been loving that so much. So this is actually LED nail polish. This cures under an LED lamp, and so that means it actually dries in 60 seconds. It's amazing. So I can do like a base coat, 2 coats of color, and a top coat, And I can get my like nails done in like 20 minutes, maybe less. I mean, like I can watch an episode of The Simpsons and my nails are like done by the end of the episode, and they're dry to the touch, which is so important. The nail polish itself, like I said, I am hard on my nails. They chip very easily. I do find that I can get between like 2 days to even up to like five-ish days is I think is the longest that I've gone without getting like a single chip in my nails. It really just depends on what I'm doing. The first time I used it, they chipped kind of quickly because I was doing like mad yard work. I was like pulling weeds, even with gloves, but I was pulling weeds up. I was mowing the lawn. I was like all active. I was doing all this housework too. Like, of course they chipped, but then I did them the second time I did them. I didn't have that kind of work. I was just like typing and like on my phone, and very minimal, work with my hands, and they lasted 5 days. So I think it's just dependent on how active you are with your hands. I do think that it holds onto your nails a little bit better than just traditional nail polish, but the system is so easy. Something I really like about this brand too is they have a really nice like catalog of colors. I picked out 4 different ones, but they have so many other ones that I want to go back and get. And they describe, I love that they describe the nail polish colors so well. I love detail. And it really helps because they had a million different like beige colors. And I've been on the search for like that perfect nude color for my skin tone for a long time. And their descriptions really helped me narrow it down to Dune. And the first time I wore it, I was like, this is it. This is perfect. It's like the perfect, like it's like flesh tone, but it's like enhanced and it has a kiss of pink to it, but it's not so rosy that it's clashing with my skin tone. Like it's literally just perfect. And I was actually finally able to do it because their descriptions were so good about undertones and everything. So I really, really love that collection, that catalog of colors. I love how they describe them. I love that the system saves me time. And I can do my nails now. And it's not stressful like it used to be. And if you're feeling stressed out or struggling with your skincare routine, you feel like you don't know what products work together or what order to apply them in, or you're just, struggling to find that very right product to suit your skin goals, I want to let you know that I do have skincare consults available. I have 3 different offerings that allow me to work one-on-one with you to answer all of your questions about your routines and products and really help you to achieve your skin goals. So if that sounds like it's something that is interesting to you, please check out the link in the description box. And now it's time for the wrap up. When I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about in this month's video, I was like going back, okay, what were your experiences this month? What have you been thinking about? What have you been working on? And I was like, you know what? This podcast, because if you listen to my podcast, The Journey, a self-care podcast, which is currently on hiatus, the very last episode that came out in May, I did share with you that I was going to put The Journey on hiatus for a while because I have a new podcast project that I'm working on. I'm super excited to share it with you soon. Not yet, but soon. And so I've been working on that this summer, but I have to say, I feel so behind on this because like where I envisioned myself being in the end of August in May, right? When I was like, okay, let's get serious about working on this project. Let's clear the schedule, right? I'm not where I wanted to be, with a launch date coming up very, very soon. And so I was like, what happened? Like, how did I get so far behind? And I'm like, it's because I was so overwhelmed. The project is so big, that I didn't even know where to start. It's just so big. It's so overwhelming. And the overwhelm of taking on such a big project was actually kind of paralyzing for me. I think whenever we have a project or a goal or something that we want to achieve, and sometimes it can be big, like a big vision. Maybe it's goals with your health. Maybe it's goals with your career, your relationships. Sometimes it just seems too big to ever achieve. So why even start, right? It's not the most positive mindset to have, but I think it's very relatable. And I think that when things are a lot of work, when they take a lot of time, when it takes a lot of steps to get there, it can be overwhelming. And I think it is a natural response to be like, how about just not though? Like, how about we just don't go down that road and just save ourselves the overwhelm and the stress and all of that, right? Because maybe we'll be disappointed. And I think I got trapped in that a little bit. I was just like, this project's just too big and I just don't know where to start. And I'm kind of afraid and I just kind of don't want to. The reason that I'm sharing this is because I think that this is so relatable for any goal or anything that you want to achieve in life, whether it's in your career, it's with your health, maybe with your relationships, something that you want to work towards. Sometimes it can be so overwhelming. The end goal is so overwhelming. It's so big that we can't even comprehend how we'll ever get there. And I think that there's this like safety mechanism, like we protect ourselves a little bit. And we're like, well, why even bother then? Why even put in the effort and the struggle if it's just too big, like you're not even sure if you can achieve it? Ugh, it's a protective thing, right? But it's also like that inner saboteur that we have to say like, thank you, but no, thank you. I'm going to still work on this. If you can break whatever it is you're trying to achieve down into smaller steps, it is so much easier. Really think about taking one step at a time. Really think about making progress one day at a time. And sometimes that means you do a very little, and sometimes that means you do a lot. Sometimes you take baby steps, and sometimes you take big leaps, right? But you really want to think about just progressing forward a little bit each and every day, and breaking it down into steps makes that so much easier. And I think also breaking it into milestones can be extremely helpful too. Because for me, I think I was just thinking about start working on the podcast, launch the podcast. And it's like, that's like too much. But it's like, hey, okay, I broke it down into the steps, right? I'm like, the first 3 things, milestone, you did it. You have interviews like booked, you got artwork in progress, you got hosting services like ready to go. You are good and you are ready to move on to the next step. But hey, you know what? You accomplished this chunk, so like celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Like, be proud of yourself, like pat yourself on the back, celebrate that win. You have it like unlocked level 1, right? And so now you can go on to level 2. And so think about it that way. Maybe even gamify it a little bit for yourself in your mind, because it is so much more motivating. It is something that keeps you going. Sometimes you just have to change your mindset around it. So whatever you're trying to achieve, because I know we're always trying to do something, whether it's with your skin, like I was saying, your diet, your health, your relationships, your career. Break it down into steps. Break those steps out into milestones. Celebrate each day you take a step, whether it's a baby step or a leap. It's still progress forward. And it's really important to acknowledge that you're taking those steps forward, that every step does actually get you closer to your goal. So now it's your turn to share with me all your favorite products and maybe a lesson you learned this month in the comments below. Now, if you watched the whole video, you're here, but you have not hit subscribe, please. I would be so honored if you would come join our community, especially if this video helped you out. I do release a lot of new skincare content throughout the week. I do long form videos and shorts, so turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop. I love you so, so much. And I want to really thank you for being here with me today, because your views, your comments, your thumbs up, your subscribing, it is such an amazing support for the channel. And I don't say it enough, but like this channel is not possible, right, without you. Yes, I make the videos, I show up, but I need you too. And I'm so grateful that you are here. I'm so grateful that you make this channel possible. I hope you are healthy, you are happy, you are safe. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.